Hello and welcome into the My Nutrition IQ News Desk. I am your host, Angel Sigmund, alongside Christina Vicario, Content Director for Stir Labs. Thanks for joining us today, Christina.
Thank you for having me.
So as many of us know, this week is Thanksgiving week.
Yay.
And while most of us are excited about the delicious homemade food that we're about to partake in, some of us may still be worried about our weight loss efforts. Is that what you found, Christina?
Definitely. And I found it's not so much about Thanksgiving Day itself that people worry about, but often the 2 or 3 days that follow where our refrigerators are stock full of all this delicious food, but it's often very high in calorie.
I definitely share that worry.
So do I.
So for this segment, Christina is going to help us soothe that worry by giving us a plan of attack.
Exactly. So if you're like me, then you hate waste. So we don't want to just throw away all those leftover sweet potatoes, but we don't also want to necessarily eat sweet potatoes for the next 4 days. So I'm going to give us an outline of a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts that we can have using those Thanksgiving leftovers and kind of repurposing them into healthier, smaller portioned meals.
It's like the meal that keeps on giving.
Exactly.
So how can we turn a Thanksgiving feast into a delicious breakfast?
So to turn your Thanksgiving feast into an easy breakfast, try some simple sweet potato pancakes. All you have to do is take your leftover mashed sweet potatoes, 1 cup of those, toss them in with 2 eggs and mix those around. Then you can add a dash of cinnamon or nutmeg if the prior recipe for the mashed sweet potatoes don't already require that. You can add those in to your liking. Throw it on the griddle and flip, and in a matter of minutes you have some easy sweet potato pancakes that you can top with a protein source if you'd like almond butter, peanut butter, Greek yogurt. Whatever your fancy is, just top it on there and pour on some cinnamon and you have an easy breakfast in a matter of minutes.
Those pancakes sound delicious. So what's for lunch, Christina?
For lunch, we're going to repurpose these leftovers into easy stuffed peppers. And you've probably had this dish before, and all we're doing is taking our leftover stuffing and our leftover turkey and combining them to stuff the peppers with them. So you're just going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Add 1 egg and 2 cups of that leftover turkey shredded. And then you're going to want to add in 2 cups of stuffing and mix that mixture together and spoon it into some hollowed out, maybe 5 or 6 of them, red and yellow peppers. So you're going to want to hollow them out with a spoon, take out the seeds, spoon the new mixture in, and then top with some part skim mozzarella cheese, just a little bit, and then toss those in the oven. Let them bake for about 30 minutes. And then at the end, sprinkle on some parsley for garnish, and you have an easy meal that you can refrigerate and reheat later if you want to take it to the office. And it's just a simple and easy leftover lunch meal.
So nutritious and delicious. So what about the dinner after Thanksgiving?
So the night after Thanksgiving, you might want a meal that's just as delicious as the night before, but also a little bit on the lighter side. So this turkey soup recipe will do that. And you can even make it while your guests are still at your house. All you'll need is the bones from the turkey. So you can let that simmer and have this ready for the next night. So what you're going to do is take those bones from your turkey and break them up into pieces and put them in a crock pot. And then fill that crock pot up with water about 1 inch from the very top. From there, you'll add some chopped veggies, maybe carrots, celery, that sort of thing. Add in a couple peppercorns, 1 bay leaf, 3 peeled garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and then any other spices you might want in there. And then shred up some of that leftover turkey that you probably have in your fridge and throw that in there as well. Make them smaller shreds. And then from there, you're going to cover and cook it for about at least 12 hours. So you're going to really let it simmer on low, and that will get all of the flavor out of those bones into the soup and allow for a really delicious next day dinner and one on the later side.
Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat the turkey like a good boy should. 'Cause it's turkey to eat, so good.
That's a great idea on reusing that turkey. So what about dessert? Is there really a way to resist all that pie?
So there actually is a way to resist the pie, but not completely resist it altogether. It's more so resisting the second piece of pie or the whipped cream or the ice cream that you pile on top. So what you're going to do is take a small slice of pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie or apple pie, whatever you have, and put it in a blender. Kind of leave the crust off, just kind of scoop out that pureed center. Place that in the blender and add a half a cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt and a frozen banana. Add in some cinnamon if you like cinnamon, and a half a cup of skim milk. And then if you want to add ice cubes for a little bit of a lighter smoothie, you can do that. Otherwise, you can leave it thick and not add in ice cubes. Garnish with some cinnamon on the top, and then you can enjoy it with a spoon for more of an ice cream type satisfaction, or you can drink it just as a regular smoothie, but it kind of will give you that wholesome dessert feel without all the calories or the second slices.
Ooh, now I have a craving for pumpkin pie.
I know, right? It's so good. Is that one of your favorites at Thanksgiving?
Actually, one of my favorites for Thanksgiving is probably considered more non-traditional, and that's chocolate meringue pie.
Oh, that sounds great. I love a good lemon meringue pie, but my favorite on Thanksgiving is probably the cranberry sauce, which many people think is a little boring.
Yes, that's a little boring. Well, thank you again, Christina.
Thank you.
And that is it for this week's News Desk.
And if you have any nutrition-related topics that you'd love for us to see us discuss, please email us through our website.
And to check out more recipes and to read nutrition-related articles, check out our website, mynutritioniq.com. Thank you so much and have a great night.
Thank you.